So in part one, we'll talk about the market, and the first one being the NSE Nifty, which is the most important index which we have to see right now. And as we discussed last week, right? So this was day one. So we discussed that if the low of 22,182.6, if that is being held, then there is a large possibility of the index making a new follow-through day between day 4 and day 7, right? So from Monday, if we look into the candles, right? So from Monday, we see 6th of April. So Nifty recovered from there. It recovered above its short-term moving average. Then it recovered again, but it made a new high, like higher high, and it closed our short-term moving average. But suddenly, okay, you got the news about ceasefire and everything that is related to war. So the Nifty gapped up and sustained the gain throughout the day with a very high volume, and it closed with the gain of 3.8%. And this qualifies as a fall through day, and this is day four. So, which is the most important indicator of whether the trend has reversed and a new uptrend has started or not. Okay. So day five, day six. Day six was also very close to a fall through day. Okay. In the US market, basically, one can obviously see that the value is somewhere around 1.2%. But in our country, I usually have a higher benchmark owing to the higher volatility. But day four fall through day is intact, and it is a very nice one. The only risk right now is the filling of the gap. So the gap that you see in here, right? So this gap might be filled because there is a lot of overhead resistance. So this high of 23,154. So if the index comes down and hits this level, right? So that would be the gap filling scenario. So and any sideways consolidation on the right hand side would be further opportunity, right? So the trend of the market has been reversed. That is point number one. Number two, the fall through day is there. And number three, day one is intact. So everything would be negated if day one low of 22,182 is broken, right? If that is broken, everything is negated. If that is intact, everything is intact, right? So what we need to see in a few days, we need to see a sideways consolidation along with if gap filling happens, right? That would be a very good scenario for us to be in, right? So the rule is from the follow through day, if you have started to hunt for the opportunities, there remains a window of 2 to 4 good weeks where you could just find out great opportunities that might turn out to be a good true market leader, right? So it would be an hunting ground for us for in the times going forward. So this is an update on NSE Nifty. We'll move to mid cap. And if we look into mid cap, again, same scenario. Mid cap has recovered very nicely. So if you could look into this candle, this is of reversal recovery. And if we look into small cap, right? Small cap, this one, right? So a very nice reversal recovery wherein we already discussed around this zone, right? We discussed that this is a double bottom scenario, and this is a very good scenario to be in, right? So 37.45 was the low of the first W on the left hand side, and at 7.34 was the low on the right hand side. So it almost undercut by 0.11, which we discussed. And thereafter, making a good double bottom, it is trying to recover from its lows and trying to recover from its downward sloping channel, right? So this is where you can see that there is a potential opportunity for a breakout above its downward sloping channel, and this would help a big time the small cap index, which has already been very slow. Good thing is, with respect to large cap or the NSE Nifty, the small cap index is very nicely positioned, and the reversal recovery is very nice in case of small cap index, right? So that should give some confidence to the retailers, wherein they are trying to lap up the small cap names, and that is why we can see some good strength in here, right? So this is the case of our small cap index. And we'll move to the section number two right now. So to conclude, right, in section one, we have discussed about NSE Nifty, where we talked about day one low of 22,182 being intact. Thereafter, we talked about the follow through day that has happened, right? And day four follow through day is intact. And we have to see going forward if things are fine or not, and sideways consolidation happens or not. So the trend has reversed with fall through day, and we would look into further indicators if those are giving nice indication or a true indication, or those are false positive, right?